because of things we can't discuss, we are going in a different direction, and that different direction is Michael. And that's all that I can say.
We love Michael, but we want Jim too.
That's correct. The different direction is Coach O'Brien will not be interacting directly with students on the cross-country program in Arcadia. And I just want to be clear too, because Brent is a new principal. This is not a high school decision. This is a decision of the school district.
Excuse me, I'm Mrs. O'Brien, and I've been behind the scenes. I'm behind Jim because it's the right thing to do, not because he's my husband, so make no mistake about it. Jim O'Brien is a wonderful man. I'm sorry that you administrators frown upon him so much. I don't understand it. I want you all to know in this room that Farraco is a wonderful guy. And he's told by the administration that he can pick any assistant coach at all except Jim O'Brien.
Wow.
If that's not personal, guys, I don't know what is.
We need to recognize that personnel problems should not offset the fact that he is tremendously well liked by his students and care for them more than a majority of the teachers within this district. His assertive and aggressive behavior is what's required of him to attain what's best for the people that he cares about. However, this behavior would not be necessary if certain people would cooperate with Jim O'Brien as he would cooperate with them. Now, on the Arcadia High School website, there are some statements that we need to examine. These statements are, we continue to work on our school and department to increase achievement for all students. Collaboration time is utilized to create teaching strategies that are proven as best practice. And we will continue to find ways for our students to take center stage and to shine, whether in the academic, extracurricular, athletic, or visual and performing arts of our school. We exist for our students. These statements were made by our new principal, Mr. Forsey. Now, in his near 2 decades of coaching athletes, O'Brien has been increasing the achievement for all of his students and thus improving this school. His time has been utilized efficiently and effectively to create a teaching strategy that is best practice as proven by all of our team's accomplishments. Now, O'Brien teaches his students valuable life skills such as leadership, hard work, discipline, and perseverance. Now, these are traits that can be found not only within us, but within the man who taught us these traits himself, Coach O'Brien.
Being that your job is to do everything best for the students, being that Jim isn't the best coach for cross-country games, you might want to reconsider how your actions have affected the students now and in the future. There are kids, Jim over the last 17 years has put in at least 15 kids into college.
Thank you for coming here. It's really brave, I gotta say. Thank you for coming here. You know, I only have respect for you. Everything that you've done for this city, it's great. Thank you for coming here and listening to us. And I understand you can't say anything, but I just want to elaborate a little bit more on what Charlie was saying here. That one student that's going to college, only you could understand what he's done. Because that boy is going to go to college. He's going to go to college. He's going to run in college, but he can't run in just any college. So all these schools have been asking him, because they can't recruit yet. They can't talk to the student yet. But Coach O'Brien has told them, look, this is what this athlete needs. And he's found the perfect school, and he went to the school. He actually went there to make sure it would be the right one for this athlete who is not going to go to college any other way. I mean, some of these kids are so fast that it's incredible, it's ridiculous. But some of these kids are just getting in great shape. And then when they do something, he makes them feel like they won the national championship, no matter who they are, from the top to the bottom. Please don't do this.
I'd like to say first most that I have nothing against any of the board. And Mr. Forsey, I have respect for you, and I remember when you came up on your first year to see us at Mammoth in our training. I just want to say that, as you could have seen with that guy, Coach O'Brien is like a father figure to many of us around here. I have a personal statement. I'm an alumni. I never finished as one of the top varsity guys. I finished as a JV guy, being honest with myself. Many of the alumni here finished as JV guys. and just supporting his statement. That's just a supportive statement. Coach O'Brien never cared. He never showed favoritism towards his top varsity 14 athletes and the people below that. That man single-handedly pretty much brought me out of my inferiority complex and my depression, which I am diagnosed with. And pretty much, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now if he hadn't. Please don't deprive our team of this wonderful man, because he's done so much other than all the championships people have been throwing at you. He's done so much for us. He's actually, and there's a statement that he was against the immigration, the merging of the women's and male teams. I did not, that's completely false. There were arguments among our team at first, but Coach O'Brien was first and foremost for merging the teams together and having the girls run with us. And it would just be a real shame if you took that away.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I'm old. I have been involved with boys in the scouting program for 46 years. I know boys. I know girls too. My granddaughter, some of you may remember, a girl by the name of Katrina McAllister, has just finished her sophomore year at the University of Colorado. She's on a 5-year scholarship with everything paid, along with a Marmusa that's there at Colorado University also. Katrina would not have stood a chance of being where she is today if it hadn't been Coach O'Brien. He fought and fought and fought to be able to train the girls along with the boys. Let me make a statement on what I have seen firsthand from the distance runners at Arcadia High School. Coach O'Brien, in his own words, has said, I will take all the leftovers from the sports programs of Arcadia High. He says, I don't get the basketball players, the football players, the soccer players. I get the kids that are not athletes, and I turn them into athletes. Now, there are young men here and young women who are athletes to start with, but there's a whole bunch that aren't. That's his goal in life, is to take young men and young women and nurture them, turn them into what they weren't before he started.
For whom, in whom's best interest was this decision made for?
Yes, good question. Why know that?
It's supposed to be for the students.
It was meant to be for students. Am I incorrect?
That's a correct statement.
Now, you're taking away the very man who taught us, all of us, attributes and traits that you can't learn as well from anyone else. The very man who can teach them the best, Jim O'Brien. Leadership, integrity, qualms. We all, raise your hand if you've learned anything positive from Coach O'Brien.
Yeah.
He's taught me that everyone on this team has something to offer to the team. I'm not going to be the fastest runner ever. I'm never going to be a champion athlete. I weigh 190 pounds. I wear a 36 size pant, but I was able to run 10 miles today. And Coach O'Brien, because of what he invested in me and taught me, as well as everyone here, that they're worth something.
Basically, I'm someone who's a complete nobody on the team. Like, I'm completely invisible, and I've been that way since I left girls cross country for numerous reasons right after my sophomore year. And so, right as I was about to quit and go into just any normal class, I saw Coach O'Brien, and he was like, hey, why are you so upset? Da, da, da. And I was like, oh, I just quit, I'm done with this. And he's like, just take a moment, like, you can always come with me, like, we're always going to accept anybody.
Teachers to educate us and to make us want to be better, right? But honestly, I go to school every single day, and I really do not care. Like, mostly none of them motivates me. The main reason I go to school is because of cross country. Brian motivates us to do better. Like, I would ditch every single day school if I can, but it requires me to be in school to run. Like, some of these people are failing in schools, but then because they want to be so bad to run for O'Brien, that they will work their ass off just to be eligible, just to run for him. Like, he motivates us to be a better student too, not just in better athletes. Like, he himself, mostly all my teachers, right there. But these teachers, if you're gonna fire O'Brien, then you might as well fire half the teacher. because the knowledge those teachers taught me is like nothing compared to what Brian taught me. So then he like if you get out a yearbook and then like a cross country yearbook, he can name every single athlete he had, like their names. He tries his best to know every single one of them, but like some of these teachers, like they probably don't remember who they are or care. They just want to get their paycheck done. Like these tenured teachers, like some of these tenured teachers I know, like they just don't care about their students as much as Brian does. Yeah, some of these teachers just are just bad, but they're still here. But like O'Brien, he cares so much. He's been here for more than 10 years, and he still cares. But unlike these other teachers, they just don't care for me. Like if I ditch, some of them won't even mark me absent because they only know who I am. But O'Brien, like one day you're gone, and he gets on you. He knows every single one of your athletes. He cares. He wants to do well in life and succeed. You know, who you are.
Now, I can already understand you guys aren't going to answer any questions. I mean, you've done your best. I appreciate that. I understand it's a personal issue. That part I'm a little skeptical on, but I'll let it be. But you guys are taking away a great man, a man who's touched everyone's lives in here. He inspired me. He inspired all of us to reach further than any of us could have possibly imagined that we could have. Whenever we were down on ourselves, whenever we thought it was too much, he would come by, he would give us a pat on the shoulder and say, keep on going. I can't stress that enough. He has touched, again, he has touched so many people's lives. I don't know why you guys would want to. I can understand, you guys aren't going to answer that. It's fine. But, again, everyone here who thought they didn't have something to give. Everyone here who thought they weren't really worth something on the team. He made them feel worth something. He spent time with them. He's pulled aside plenty of people during workouts, repeats, say, hey, you just got to work a little bit harder and you'll get there. He makes them feel great about themselves. He made me feel great about myself. I want the future people. I know all these runners, all these underclassmen who are still in school. I want these people to thrive as well as I did. I'm grateful, more than grateful, for the opportunity of being trained under Coach O'Brien. And I wish you guys would reconsider this. Please, just reconsider.
If I wasn't touched by him, I wouldn't be crying right now. Because just say, like, honestly, I was touched by him. Like, everybody right here is just the same thing. Like, just what, like, advice or not advice, just please just reconsider it for like just 1 second and just put in your mind that it's for our benefit.
We've all watched the news and see all the crazy things that are happening in schools. And with Arcadia, we should be proud we have an individual who's outstanding like that touches not only the athletes, the community, he looks after the top elite runners, but also the average guys. You know, my son will never be an elite runner. Yeah, and he's done, and he's touched everybody's lives in some way. And I'm just going to say this as a parent, I'm sure other parents will probably agree. It's probably one of the few individuals that you're willing to trust your kid.
You've had a very real impact on me. But I have to say that we can go back and talk about it and we can think about it and we very likely will reach the same decision.